So hello, thank you for this interview. Could you please introduce yourself first?
Of course, my name is Milo Silva. I was born in Brazil and I lived there for 12 years, and then I came to Belgium.
Okay, thank you. So now I will start with the first question. Do you ever get homesick? If yes, how have you handled it? And if not, do you know how it comes?
Of course, I get homesick. I miss my family a lot. They live there, all of them. My brother, my mom, dad, uncle, aunt, all my family live there. And I get homesick, and how I handle it, I made a lot of friends over here, and I also have Brazilian friends who are here in this town also in Ghent, and they live here, and we live together, and then yeah, we have a bonding that no one else understands. So yeah, that's how we handle it. We don't talk much about how we miss our family. We like to ignore it, but yes, we miss them.
Okay, and how went your integration here in Belgium? Because I can understand that it was a bit difficult.
It was difficult at the beginning, but then I made friends. I'm very social, so I made friends, and the first I did is search other Brazilians, so I could make friends with them. They understand my language, so and they introduced their friends, and then so on, and now I have a big group of friends where can go to when I have problems or I want to go out or have fun.
Okay, and was it easy or was it rather be hard to live here without speaking Dutch or French?
It was hard at the beginning, and it was I had to adjust myself because yeah, everybody speaks English over here, but they don't like to speak it, and when they go out and stuff like that, you don't feel comfortable with them. So I start learning the language, and I start learning good friends who understand me, and then they help me with my language, and we go on, so on and so on.
Okay, and to elaborate on that, how have you built up your network here?
Oh, mostly on school. The school helped me a lot, and then the social media, and then I like to party, so I met a lot of girls and stuff like that, so yeah, lots of thanks to the school though.
Okay, sounds interesting. And how do you share your Belgian experience with your family and friends back in Brazil?
Oh, every year when I go back to Brazil, I tell my family what I do and how I live over there, and they are very shocked because Brazil is like 10 years living 10 years back in the past. So yeah, I share it. I'll try to teach them the new stuff. I bring technology like my iPhone. When I go to Brazil, I give it to them because they cannot afford it because they have low wages over there. So yeah, that's how we.
Okay, now thank you. A question about a totally different topic. The custom and the foods in Brazil and in Belgium are very different. How have you adapted to the food and culture?
At first, I was a very bad cook, but when I came over here, I started cooking for myself because I was homesick. I was missing my mom's food, so yeah, I missed that a lot. So I started cooking for myself. You can buy all the ingredients here in Belgium, but nobody cooks like your mom. And I went to search Brazilian food, and then after all, when I met friends, they took me out to restaurants, and then I started eating Belgian food, and then yeah, now I like everything. I'm not a hard guy about food. I like everything.
Okay, and what are the two most interesting things about Brazil that the average person from here doesn't know?
Brazil is one of the most beautiful country there is. You find everything in Brazil, and one second. Brazil is just an adventure on its own. You just have to go it to believe it, and just the people are so kind. They talk about the favelas, but everybody is kind. Everybody fits in their own way in Brazil, and that's so beautiful about it. So yeah.
And because this is a school segment, can you compare the school systems in the two countries?
No, you cannot, because Brazil, his high school is from 7:30 to 12 o'clock, that's it. Or if you go get a higher grade from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m., so you can choose between morning school or midday school, but that's it. The school system in Brazil is very low, so I cannot talk about it much because I studied over here. So yeah, that's I cannot talk about.
Okay, and do you want to stay here in Belgium or do you want to live in Brazil again later in your life?
I think I will stay here. I will try to get my family over here because it's better over here. Like my parents said, in Brazil they lived 10 years back, so I don't want to live in the back. I want to live in the future. So yeah.
Okay, almost the last question. What are some major differences between the culture here and the culture over there?
The major differences is yeah, the humans. No, I was just joking. The climate and the beaches and the family. That's the only thing I really miss about Brazil. But now in December in 2017, I will go back for 3 weeks. I'm excited to go back. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, I can leave it. And now the last one. What do you miss about Brazil when you were living here, and vice versa?
Oh, that was that was what I said at last. Dat was my.
Oké, dat laatste skippen gewoon. Dus daar
Oké.
gewoon al vragen gedaan. Daar
Ja.
laatste skippen gewoon al.
Oh fuck man.